become a very efficient in each and every topic. So, okay, so let's do it. Okay, am I audible to you? Hello, am
Yes,
I
ma'am. Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's do some practice questions. So, first question is about inequalities. Inequalities is a chapter that we already have related to the inequality concepts. We already know everything about that. And it is just for brushing up the concept that you have already studied. So, let's do some questions. Okay. Please keep a paper and pen with you, then note down the question also. Just no need of writing the direction, only write the statements in the conclusion and try to find it the answer you were on. Okay. First of all, you just do everything like from your side, then I will answer, I will give the answer for the question. So please try also. It's very important. Like you just have to try each and every question. You need to try the question also. So let's do the question. See that concept has been studied, like it was in taught lectures before. I hope so. Okay. So what is given? Just for brushing up the concepts. So what if the statements is given and the conclusion is given? You have to check whether the conclusion matches the statements. That means the conclusion is true for the statement or not. Okay. So do it. So what's given is x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z. This is the first statement that is given. What is the second statement? Second statement is p is greater than q, okay, is greater than z. That is equal to x. Statement. And p is less than r is the third statement. So how will you combine this? How will you combine these three statements? Hello?
मैम आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है.
Hello? Okay, but I could hear you. I could hear what you are saying. Hello? Is it now audible?
क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है मैम. ब्रेक हो रहा है बीच बीच में.
1 minute.
And ma'am, even your PPT was frozen.
Hello?
Yes ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is Shifa? Okay, you will understand everything. Don't worry. Like, I want to know about anything. If you have any doubts regarding the PT, have you gone through that? I have sent PPT for previous lecture. You did that well.
Yes.
Anyone just go through the PPT? Okay. So let's do this question. So this question is given like, okay, so we have the statement, we have to combine this statement, right? How will you combine this? That is, x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z. So we have to check whether there is any common part here. Here there is an z and here is also an z. So we have to combine it like that. Okay, so let's do it. So we can write like x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z, and here we know that z is equal to x. Z is given as equal to x, and
Ma'am,
what
are you
z
presenting
is,
PPT?
hello, Okay. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, it was not showing. That's why I asked. Now it is visible.
Okay. So has been sent in group. What it is saying? Shifa Sheikh. What's the problem with you? Shifa. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Have you
Good
got that
evening, ma'am.
PPT?
Yeah, no, ma'am. I'm not there in any of the group. I don't
Okay.
know which group they are speaking about, and I haven't received any as well.
Okay. I have sent a PPT to the means your coordinator. So she has actually hand over it to many of the means you all to the group. I think it will be hand over to the respective groups. So I hope that some of you have that PPT with you. So please share it with Shifa also. If anyone have that, please share it with Shifa. Okay. So here the question. So how it is combined? Just look into the solution. How it is combined? X is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z is equal to x. Okay. So we combine it like that. That is, there is a relation between z and x. So we know that if you look into this first and second statement, we can say that this second statement is an z here and there is an is equal to x. So we have to combine these two statements together. So we will run the statement like this. Then how will you combine? Next is you have to combine like R is what greater than P is greater than Q is greater than Z that is equal to X. So we have to combine like this in two ways. That is, these are the two ways that we can combine. Okay. So this in this way you can create two statements out of these three statements. So from this you can answer any question or any conclusion that is given. So what is the conclusion given? Y is greater than P. So what is Y is greater than P? Please look into this part. Say what is Y is greater than P? Is it right or wrong? Sorry. Y is greater than P. So what is here? That is, here is showing that X is less than or equal to Y. Okay. So what it is showing? X is less than or equal to Y is showing, and that is less than or equal to Z. That is showing. Z can be replaced with X also. So we can say that Y is less than or equal to X. Here, R is greater than P, greater than Q, greater than equal to X. What is why Y is greater than P or not? What is the relation between Y and P? So we can't find any direct relation between Y and P, right? There's no direct relation. So how do you find this? So just look into this statement. It is visible that here we are writing like X is less than or Y is less than or equal to Z equal to X. That is the first statement that we are writing. So what you get is X is equal to Y equal to Z. Why? Because in this statement it is given that equal sign is there. That is X is equal to Z. So we can write it like that. That is X is equal to Y equal to Z. So we can replace that Z is equal to X equal to Y. So P is greater than Q greater than Z equal to X equal to Y. That is P is greater than Y. Okay. So I will explain that again. That is, you got these two statements. Okay, you got these two statements from these three statements. You made these two statements. Then you are just going to check whether there is a relation between Y and P. Okay, what is the relation? So you got this that X is less than, just look into this statement, X is less than or equal to Y is less than or equal to Z equal to. So if this statement is like this, you can write it like X equal to Y equal to Z. You can write it like that. Okay. So just you know you got that X is is equal to y is equal to z. So we have to check what is the relation between y and p. What is the relation between y and p that we have to check. Okay, so y is here, and what is the relation between y and p, whether it is y is greater than p or not. So in the conclusion it is given that we have to check whether y is greater than p or not. So from the first statement we go that x is equal to y is equal to z, that we got. So just replace that with the second statement. This is the this thing is the second statement. Okay, this is the first statement. So just replace it. So what we will get is r is greater than p is greater than q is greater than z equal to x equal to y, that we got. So what is the relation between y and p? P is greater than y. That is the relation, right? But here it is given that y is greater than p. Okay, so that is false. The relation is false. We can say that relation is false. Have you got that? Or do I have to explain again? What I did is I will explain it again, and you will understand very well. The question given is x is less than or equal to. Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Please.
ma'am.
Okay. So the question given is x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z. Okay, so p, another statement is p is greater than q greater than z. Just look into this. Okay, just look into this question carefully. So you are given with these three statements. How will you write this? By combining these three statements. That is a question. So we know that x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z. So first look into this two statement, you get z is a common thing, right? So what you will write, x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z. So here we have is equal to x. Okay, so we can write it like that. So what you will obtain is, you will get this: x is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to z equal to x, that we got, and we stopped with that statement. Then we are comparing another statement, that p is greater than z equal to x. Okay, so we are writing this statement and this statement in a comparing form, in a combinational form. So what we will obtain, r is, we are writing r here. R is, what is the relation between r and p? R is here what happened is, so what we have to write is p is greater than q greater than z equal to x. So relation between p and r is also note down. Okay, so p and r is also note down. P is less than r, that is also note down. So what we have to look is, what is the relation between y and p? What is the relation here? So we obtain that x is less than or equal to y less than or equal to z. That is equal to x. Okay, so we can replace this statement. That is, we have this statement, that is p is greater than q is greater than z. Okay, that is a statement we already have. Okay, that is equal to x. Please look into the second statement, that is in the question here. You can see that p is greater than q greater than z equal to x. Okay, that is the statement given. So what you do is, please look into that statement. So you can write x equal to y also. Then you can compare what is the relation between p and y. P is greater than y. Okay, that is the correct relation between p and y. Why we are writing this z equal to x is equal to y? Why we are writing? Because in the previous statement, just look into this. In the previous statement, it is given that x is less than or equal to y is than or equal to z. Okay, And here in the second statement, it is given that z is equal to x. Z is equal to x. So we got this relation. First, got this relation. Second, this relation. So as this z is equal to x and x plus than or equal to y is than or equal to z, if a situation arises like this, we can write x is equal to y is equal to z. Okay, just apply this in this. That's how we got the relation p is greater than y. Okay, so we only have p is greater than q is greater than z is equal to x. That is the statement that is given. But we are actually what we are adding. If z is equal to x, then x is equal to y. That we are adding. Okay, why we are adding? Because we got that in the previous statement. Okay, so by checking these relation only, by checking this relation, you got that p is greater than y. But what is the question? What is the statement? Y is greater than p. That is what false. Y is not greater than p. P is greater than y. That is the true statement. Have you got that? Hello? It's little bit confusing. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Hello, who is saying? Also me. Shweta. Problem, Shweta? What is it?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please. Hello, Shweta. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay, what's the problem with you?
मैम
That PPT
एक्चुअली
issue.
मुझे हाँ यस मैम
Okay, I will ask your audience if you agree. Okay. Yes, Priyanka ma'am will
ओके
send you.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Don't worry. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it audible to you? Is it audible to you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Okay,
Audible,
you
audible.
can. Okay, fine. So please write to that to Priyanka ma'am. So she will inform you about that. Okay, don't worry. I have
ओके
already
मैम
sent
थैंक यू
that to many of you have made. Okay, fine. So do you have any doubts to that first question? It is
No,
confusing.
ma'am.
Understood well. Have you practiced the question related to inequality? Inequality, I want to say thing that inequality is a very confusing topic that you can easily make mistakes, that you can easily make wrong answers also. So very much careful. You must be very careful while doing the inequality question. Okay, that also I will share that video also with you. That is the inequality. What is rules for inequality while doing? What are the rules that to be followed while doing the inequality? I will share that also. Okay. So this is the question. So what we obtain is y is greater than p. Okay. And what is the second statement? Y is equal to x. Y is equal to x. Is it true? Just look into this statement. Y is equal to x. Here y is equal to x is given. But if you look here, we can see that x is less than or equal to y. Okay. X is why we are writing this y is greater than p, because we are combining these two statements. If you don't combine these two statements, the direct relation is there. Okay. So just means just have an idea that why we are taking z is equal to x is equal to y, because we are combining those two statements. Okay, so in that condition there is no direct relation between them. So we are taking like we are combining the first statement, we are combining the second statement, and we are deriving the relation. But here there is no need of that. There we can directly look into the second statement. What does the second statement say? This is the second statement, right? So what is the relation between x and y? X is less than or equal to y. So there is two relation. X is equal to y or x is less than y. Okay, in that case, we are saying this. The conclusion is saying that y equal to x. Y equal to x means it is actually strictly saying that y is equal to x. That is not possible. Y is also what? Y is greater than x also. There is a chance of y is greater than x also. So I confuse the first question and second question. Why we took here? We can see that in this question, that is, so in this question, y is greater than p. Why you are taking as false? Because we don't have any direct relation between first statement, third statement. Compare these two statements and we get that z is equal to x. So x is equal to y equal to z. We are writing like that. Okay. By combining these two statements and we are deriving the relation. But there is no need of doing that in the second statement, because the second statement is asking y equal to x. Is it true or false? You just look into the statement that we combined. So we can see that x is less than or equal to y. But what is the conclusion saying? Y equal to x. Y equal to x is not the only statement that is existing. Okay, y is greater than x, y is equal to x. That both of them are possible. So we can also say that this statement is false. Okay. What is R? R. The third statement, R is greater than R is greater than Q. What is the result? To that, there's no R here. Yes, I have tried that. R is less than P greater than Q greater than Z equal to X. So we have to write the relation between R also. That is, we can write it like this. So let's do it. That is given. X is less than or equal to Y is less than or equal to EZ. That is the first relation. And we are combining the Z. Z is here and Z is here. So we are combining the common factor Z. So we get Z equal to X. This is the first statement. What is the second statement given? That is, P is greater than Z equal to X. That is given. And the P is less than R is also given. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay? Actually, you have heard. I'm actually studying. Means I'm actually teaching you about this question. So I'll explain it. Is it audible now? I just wrote it
Break.
how you wrote this. Hello.
Ma'am, the moment you start speaking, your voice starts breaking too much that we are unable to understand.
Oh, I can't. Actually, the evening sessions are like that because net connection will be very much issue. But actually, I could hear what you are saying very well. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
madam.
Then might be the problem of your mic that your voice is breaking, I guess.
Okay, okay, okay. I will reconnect it, okay? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mm, okay, then we can do the question. So, what we are discussing here is the first question, and the third statement that we are discussing, R is greater than Q. So, we are combining the first, that is, we have been given with the three statements, right? And various conclusions are given. So, the first statement obtained after combining the two statements is X is less than or equal to Y is less than or equal to Z equal to X. Okay, then we can write another statement, that is R is, from these two statements, R is what? R is less than P is greater than Q, that is greater than Z, that is equal to X. So in this question, we can see that we can combine these also, that is what the relation between R and P. So we can say that R is greater than Q or not. R is greater than Q or not. So from the first statement itself, we can see that R is greater than Q, right? Sorry, what I wrote is like, sorry, this is like, so if you write this like this, so R is greater than P. What is the relation between P and Q? P is greater than Q. Q is greater than Z. Z is equal to X. So this is a relation obtained after combining the second statement and the last statement. Okay, so what is R is greater than Q? R is greater than Q. That is right. If you look into the statement, you can see that this is right. Okay, R is greater than Q. There is something, a problem with the solution part. Please take a look into this. That is in the solution part that is given in the means the PPT, R greater than Q. That is right, but here after combining there is a mistake. So please look here. So from the first statement is given and the second statement, what is the second statement? This is the second statement. So from that, just look what is the relation between R and Q. Just look what is the relation between R and Q. R is, from this second statement we can say that R is greater than Q, that we obtain the relation. So this is true. Okay, so the third statement is true. What P is greater than Y? P is greater than Y. Is it true or false? P is greater than Y. So here what it is given, P is greater than Q is greater than Z equal to X. So what about the relation between Z and X and Y? X is equal to Y, right? So we can say that P is greater than Y. That is of course possible. If you combine, if you check these two signs, this greater than sign will be more priority. It will be given more priority. So P greater than Y is also true. Okay. So what are the statement that is true? Only 3 and 4 are true. So the question, please note down this question and please take the screenshot. What is the answer? Only 3 and 4 are true. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we taken short
Yes,
madam.
ma'am.
Screenshot we taken, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Who is Samir? Is there any problem with you? I have explained it 3 times. Please, if I explain, if I explain any inequality concept, just note down the question first. Okay. Then only you'll understand. Otherwise, I'm saying like X is less than Y, Y is less than. You will get totally confused. What is X? What is Y? What is the relation? Please write it down along with me and try to do it. So you will understand it well. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Okay. So this is the conclusion part. So if you write this conclusion, there is a problem with this, like the P is greater than Q is greater than, that is that part. If you combine this R, this third conclusion, please check, means please take a look into that. Okay, here it is given like what? There is a mistake here. That is, mm, okay. So let's go. Let's move to the second question. So the second question is, okay, I want to ask you another important question which is taught to you, or you have to practice more, which is topic. I haven't take lectures on this puzzles, seating arrangement, etc. Like it takes a very more time. Like it's very huge time is required for that. To taking all that means even one question we can solve only one question in one lecture. So that's a problem. If you have any concerns or if you have any issues with the particular topic, you can speak to me. Okay. So what's in here? P is equal to, is less than R, is
Ma'am,
less than
PPT
S.
is visible.
PPT is,
No, ma'am, PPT is not visible.
I'm sending. What about now?
Yes, ma'am, now it is.
It takes a little bit time. Don't be, means don't worry. It will take a little bit time. Okay, so the question is P is equal to Q is less than R is less than S. Second set is T is greater than U is equal to S and V is greater than T. So how will you combine these two things? So we can write it like this. That is P is equal to Q is less than R is less than S, and there is the relation, there is an S here, right? Two S's here. So we can write S equal to U. U is what? U is less than or equal to T. T is less than V. Okay, you got this combined relation. So this is the first relation, second, then third relation. You are combining these three relations, right? So we got this. Then what is the question asked? What is the question here? Okay. Yes. P is equal to Q, less than R, less than S, equal to U, less than T. Okay. So what is the question here? P is greater than U. What is P is greater than U or not? What is the relation between P and U? Just look into the last statement here.
P equals to U.
P is very good. Very good. Who is that? Okay, I want to ask you another important thing, whether I have to speed up or whether I have to take in very slow pace. Because I'm taking it in very slow pace because it's very complicated somehow. We all have this network issue. We all have like the topic is also vast, so I'm taking it in a very slow manner. When I'm when I'm speaking too much, you are not hearing well. That issue is there. I will take. So here, if you just look into this last statement, you can see that what's the relation between P and U? P is here. It is given. is greater than U. P is greater than U is completely false. Okay, so the first relation, first conclusion is P is greater than U is false. Then what is the second statement? Second statement is, sorry, we can write it here. P is greater than U. That is false. Okay. Then the statement given is V equal to U. V equal to U. What about V equal to U? Here it is given that U is less than or equal to T is less than V. That is the relationship equal to U. E less than or equal to U. If you have this less than or equal to sign and less than sign, it's more prior. This sign is more prior. This has been given more priority, right? So we will take U is less than V. That is also false. So the second statement is also false. Then what about third statement? R is less than or equal to V. And equal to V. What is the relation between R and V? R is less than or equal to V. Given, we have to check whether this conclusion is right or wrong. What is the relation between R and V? Here from this we can say that R is less than S equal to U is less than or equal to T is less than V. So R is less than V. The relation between R and S is R is less than V, right? R is less than V is the correct. You already know that if this less than or equal to and less than comes into play, we always take less than or this sign as the more prior sign. So the correct relation between R and V is R is less than V. But the question is R is less than or equal to V. Less than or equal to V is absolutely wrong answer. Okay, this answer is wrong. Why? Because we have in between this R and V, there are a number of signs like less than sign is there, equal sign is there, less than equal to sign is there, again less than sign is there. So we just have to compare which is more prior. Okay, we just have to compare the priority. So we got that. That is also possible. Q is less than V.
Only
Q is
one option is correct, ma'am. First option.
one option. First
P
option is wrong.
No, ma'am. P equals to
P is
U.
greater than U. What? P, what is the option given?
P equals to U, na, ma'am.
No. P is greater than U is the question. Okay. That is the conclusion given that we already said it as a wrong thing. Just look here. Sorry. Equal to, sorry, P is equal to U is given here, but P is what it is asked. Hello, I will explain that. This is a
Okay.
relation.
Wait.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is the relation first you got, and this is the another relation. We are combining these all statement into one statement for our own easiness. For our own calculation easiness, we are doing that. Okay, so that we got this. Okay, so that we got this particular thing. Okay, so from that we are checking whether this conclusion is true or false. So if you check all these conclusions to this statement, what you will observe, this is false, this is false, this is also false. What about Q is less than V? That we have to check. Okay. So I will erase it. Q is less than V. What is it relation is true or not? Q is less than V. What here you just have to look into this relation or the signs between Q and V. Please look into that. I will write it only like that relation I write only, so you can see that. So P, P is equal to Q less than R less than S equal to U less than or equal to T less than V. So this is the combined relation that we got. What it is asked is Q is less than V. Q is less than V, that we have to check. This is, sorry. This is less than. So what is the relation between Q and V? Please look here. You have this sign. Here this sign is there. Equal is there. Less than or equal to is there. Less than is there. If there are all these signs between Q and V, Q is here, right? Q is here. If you write V here, V is here. So what is the relation between Q and V? You can say that which is more prior. If you have this all these signs, which is more prior? Less than is more prior. Okay, less than is more prior than or equal to. So you can say that Q is and V. So what it is asked, Q is less than V, whether it is true or false. Yes, it is true. It is true. Okay. So only the answer is only 4 is true. This is our question and we are checking whether these conclusions are right or wrong. We got that only 4 is true. Any doubts? Hello?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Any other people? Sahil and Sheikh Seenat. Do you have any doubts?
No, ma'am, all clear.
Shifa, Sheikh. Okay, fine. So
No,
practice
ma'am.
more questions. Hello? Shifa, your voice is not means audible to me. It's breaking what you are saying. Hello, Shifa. Okay, fine. So if you have any difficulty in speaking, please means write it on the chat box. Okay. So simple question. And I want to ask you which are the books that you are which are the books that you are using to prepare for the competitive examinations? What are the things that you are referring? And what about the preparation going about this reasoning part? Anyone? What are the sources that you are using for preparation? Surabhi? Hello, Surabhi? Indiabits.com. Okay. Everyone. Okay, fine. Good, good. So it has a lot of number of questions are there. Also look into other means if you have any doubts, you can also look into others also. Also you can refer some books also. Okay. Ada, okay. So refer also some books that will be means there will be available books in the market like in Flipkart or Amazon. You will get some books. So if you if you practice more and more questions, then concept will be very much clear. So please buy a book or buy a second-hand book or anything like that. Then you can use it on your own. Okay, Arihant publications, right? It's good. Both are good sources. So practice more question. R.S. Agarwal also. R.S. Agarwal has a number of questions. It's very large. Reasoning, I don't have any idea about that reasoning book. I'm not using it. But in the case of quantitative aptitude, it's very vast book and it has a lot of questions. So in each and every examination, the reasoning, the major problem is reasoning topic is not well defined. Means like in some examination, there will be like in SSC examination, the reasoning questions are quite different. But in the case of SBI PO, IBPS PO, that's the questions are, it's not like that. So you have to practice as much as questions, different kinds of questions you have to practice. Inequality, I'm again saying that inequality is very much confusing. Please try as much as question like this, like what I have mentioned in the PPT. Please go through that and please try as much as question as possible. Okay, nice. So let's move on to this question. So I have to give another question to you, a homework question. Please have a look into this. This is from the blood relation topic. So please take a screenshot or you have to answer this question. If you not know, this is a homework to you. If you please write it down or please take a screenshot.
Ma'am, PPT is not visible.
No, ma'am, it is visible.
Is it visible now?
No,
Is it
Yes,
visible
ma'am.
ma'am.
now?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay. It will take some time. Okay, so please take a picture or try to answer this question. If you don't get that question, please I'll explain it in the next class. It is from the blood relation chapter. It is an advanced question.
Ma'am, I think there is a network issue. Can I rejoin it?
Okay, fine. Problem. Sorry, okay. Are you writing question or taking the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am, we have done. We have took the screenshot.
Okay, fine. So I will explain how to approach this question. There are 10 members in the family: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I and J. So these are the 10 the name of the members is given. There are 4 couples in the family. Okay. So the given data is A and I are married to each other. So I already gave some hints to this, like in the blood relation chapter. We know that, like, if A is married to I, so how will you write this? A is married to I. You can write it like this: A is double line I. So this is the sign for like husband wife. And if it is husband, you can write it like plus sign, and if it is woman, you can give minus sign. So these are the convention for it. It has 3 grandchildren and 2 children. Teacher is the only daughter of A. So AI, so they have what, 2 children are there, and they have these 2 children are there, and these pair have 3 grandchildren also. 3 grandchildren. Then teacher is the only daughter of A. Farmer is only sibling of teacher. What it is given is the occupation of the persons. So there are 2 data given. What is A, B, C? Their name is given as A, B, and C, and their profession is given. In some data, A, B, C are not given. Like we are not saying A is married to I. The first thing we are saying A is married to I. Then in the second part or third part, what is saying is farmer is a father-in-law of shop owner. It is not saying that B is the a father-in-law of shop owner. It's not saying like that. They are actually relating it with the occupation. Okay, so there are 2 factors here. One is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It is the name of the members. Another thing is the occupation. So you have to take it into consideration while doing. Okay, so like for example, teacher is the only daughter of A. So, for example, teacher is the only daughter. So, we are writing like this: teacher in the bracket, we can write it like this. And we don't know what is the symbol, what is the name of this person. So we are just giving blank here in order to write whether it is B, C, D, or like that. So, and also teacher is daughter means what it is given minus sign. It's for our area. So please do this. It's very simple, but also it's tricky also. It's a little bit tricky question. So what is question is, if D is the farmer, then who among the following will be the shop owner? Okay. Hmm. So let's do this question. Another thing. Have you done this kind of questions? What I said here? Do you have any idea about these kind of questions? Like the blood relation? Hello? This question. Anyone
Yes.
did this question? Okay, Surya, there's no need of doing it. You can do it this class, okay? I just given how to do it. So the next question is, yes, this one. So in the following question, the statements is as T is greater than B. What is given? T is greater than B. T is equal to U. J is greater than or equal to L. U is less than or equal to K. L is greater than M. It's a large question. K is equal to J. How will you write this? T is greater than V. So T is equal to U. T is also greater than V. Then U is less than or equal to K. K equal to J. J is greater than or equal to L. Is than M. That. So F is okay. F is less than T. Is less than T equal to U. Less than equal to K equal to J, greater than or equal to L, greater than M. Right. So what is given? First conclusion, V is less than G. What is first conclusion? V is less than J. It is correct or not? This is P. Okay. This is P. How I write this? How I write this combined statement? Combining all these. We just look into this part. You can see that. In the first statement, V is less than T. So we first write V is less than T. Then T is common here, right? T equal to U. So we write T equal to U. Then U is common here. U is less than or equal to K. So please write it like that. Then K is common here. K equal to J. Write like that. Then J common, J is greater than or equal to L. And just by combining all this is very easy for combining. Then what is question asked is V is less than J. V is less than J. First conclusion, is it right or wrong? What's the relation between V and J? From here, we can say the symbols between V and J is less than and equal. Okay, so which is more prior? Less than is more prior. If you have less than sign and equal to sign, less than sign is more prior. So V less than J. That is true. What about K is greater than or equal to L? Second statement, K is greater than or equal to L. the relation between K and L? Equal to and greater than equal to. If there is a sign like equal to is the greater than or equal to is there, which is more prior? In this case, greater than or equal to is more prior. So this K greater than L, the second statement, that is also true. Second conclusion, that is also true. Then what about the J is greater than M? J is greater than M. So please look, this is the statement that is going to take into discussion. So what is the conclusion? J is greater than M. What is the relation between J and M? You can write it like this. J is less than, sorry, J is greater than or equal to L greater than M. So here there is a greater than or equal to is there, greater than is there. So you have to take J is greater than M. This is the right conclusion here. What is the conclusion asked or what is the conclusion given? J is greater than M. Okay, so these two are true. So we got first statement is true, second statement is true, and third is true. Sorry, statements not conclusion. What about U is less than or equal to J? U is less than or equal to J. What about this? U is less than or equal to J. Here you can say that U is less than or equal to K is equal to J. So this is the relation here. You can say it like this. So it is also true. Okay, this is also true. So we can say that all the conclusion here is. So what is answer for this question? What is the answer? All the conclusions given are true. That is the answer for this question. Okay. Fine. Hello. Everything fine with you? Understood well?
Yes.
So this is a solution for the previous question. After combining, we are writing this statement. Okay. No doubt. Okay, fine. It's all with everyone. Is there any doubt regarding any of the topics? Okay. Let's move into the last. What is the question? F is less than W is greater than O. That is the first statement. Then it is U is less than or equal to H is less than G. Then R is greater than O equal to U. That is given. How do you write this as a whole statement? You can write F less than F is and W. Combine, we can say equal to U. Okay. And also O is greater than R. Also we can write like F is less than W. W is greater than R. greater than O, that is equal to W, U is less than or equal to H, it is less than G. Yes, if it's less than W, greater than U, O equal to U. We can write it like this by combining this R, but actually what the problem is, we don't have any idea about this reduction and R relation with this. We can check what it is given in the means part. If you look into this answer part, you can see that F is less than W, greater than O, equal to U. We stop the U less than or equal to H, less than or equal to G. What we wrote is, we combine the first statement, second statement, but we don't combine this R. But you can also take R, it's no problem. But what the issue here is, if there is any like question regarding the relation between R, W, there will be issue. So try to take it like this, like combining the first two statement, then combining this R greater than O equal to U. So first you have to combine this first two statement, then you have to combine this second and third statement. You can write it like this, or you can write it what I wrote also. That's also fine. Okay. It's also fine. So we can see just into. So what can say is, this is also fine, but some cases we don't know what is exact relation between R and W. So we can split it again. F is less than W, greater than O, equal to U, less than equal to H, less than G. We can write again relation between R greater than O. Sorry, this is greater than O equal to U. U is less than or equal to G. Sorry, U is less than or equal to H, and this is H. Then less than B. This is H. Okay. So first statement that is asked. O is equal to H. O is equal to H. What is the relation between O and H? O is equal to U is less than or equal to H. Here, O is not equal to H. If you compare these two signs, we can say that O is less than or equal to H. That is, so the statement is O is equal to H. That is first. The second statement is W is greater than or equal to G. W, what is the relation between W and G? Here you can see that W is here, G is here. The relation is like exactly opposite relation. You can see like there is no clear relation between this. Why? Because here, if you write W is greater than O, is equal to U, is less than. Here, relationship is like this. In this case, if relationship is like this, if the symbol is looking like this, you can say that the relationship can't be determined. So this is also false. Relationship can't be determined. And U is less than R. And the third statement is U is less than R. So from here, from the statement, you can write it. What is the relation between U and R? R is greater than O. Sorry, is equal to U. So R is greater than U. Correct statement. That means U and that U. Okay. So the last one is the true thing only. So what is the answer for this? Only what? Only the third statement is true. Only the third statement is true. That is the first option is correct. So I hope that everything clear with you. So today we are winding up the session. I will give you some homework questions also. Please try to do it. Okay. Are you fine with this question? Any doubts? Want to
Hmm.
explain it again?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, can you share this PPT on
Okay.
group?
Okay, sure. I will share that. I
Because
will
ma'am,
share that PPT
I
also.
can't
Okay.
show,
Okay,
see.
Sonali. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, due to network issue, I can't see that question answer. So can you please share it?
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, of course. I will share all the PPTs like the PPT first PPT related to inequality and this also I will share with Rika ma'am. Okay.
Thank you.
Also, Sheikh Sinai, you just ask to any other, sorry, Shifa and Sheikh, right? So you just ask any other people, like please share it with her also, that PPT. Okay.
Okay,
So,
ma'am. No, I will share it.
okay, okay. Please wait. Okay, I will give you a question also. The two question for homework. So please try to solve it. So this is a question. Please take a look and if try to write it down or try to take the screenshot. Okay. Then we can wind the session. Is it visible to you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Fine, fine. Okay, okay, students, thanks for your participation, your constant encouragement. It means a lot to me. Really, I'm very much overwhelmed with your responses also. Please try to respond more. If you have any concern, doubt, please ask me. If you have any issues with asking, please note it down, like note it down in the chat box. Krite Patade, ma'am, your voice is breaking. Wait, was asked. Okay. So, so please ask me if you have any concern doubt. I have shared you two questions, right? One question is related to the blood relation chapter. That was a homework question for you, and this also. Please try to solve it your own. Then find it out the answers for the question. I will ask in the next letter. Okay. Fine. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
ma'am.
Have a nice day.